Welcome to Archiversity online lectures. In this lecture, I am going to explain you how to calculate, analyze and interpret fixed asset turnover ratio. For this purpose, I chose balance sheet and profit and loss account of two real companies. One is an industrial manufacturing company and the second one is information technology company. With the data from these two companies, I'll explain you the relevance of fixed asset turnover ratio. Fixed asset turnover ratio measures the efficiency of company in the sense how effectively the company is utilizing its fixed assets to generate revenues, and this ratio is calculated as net sales upon fixed assets. This is one formula. In another case, net sales upon average fixed assets. So few use net sales upon fixed assets and some others use net sales upon average fixed assets. When you're talking about average fixed assets is opening fixed assets plus closing fixed assets upon 2. However, if you're calculating year-wise independently, then it is appropriate to use net sales by fixed assets equation instead of net sales by average fixed assets. Now, when you open a balance sheet of a company and a profit and loss account of a real companies, you will not find any items titling with the net sales and the fixed assets. So in a real company's annual reports, you will find revenue from operations. So this you can consider as a net sales, and then PPE, that is property, plant and equipment. So this is a fixed asset. So in our annual reports, you will find revenue from operations and PPE. Again, in the annual reports, you will find a total income, that is, which includes revenue from operations plus other income. But preferably, you need to use a net sales because these are the sales amount which company generates using its property, plant and equipment. Other income is the income which the company generates through its excess deposits in banks and financial institutions, or through financial investments, or through exchange rate changes in exchange rate, and etc. So we exclude other income. So you need to concentrate only on a revenue from operations. So as I said, this ratio I'll explain with the help of two companies' real balance sheets and profit and loss accounts. So here is a statement of a profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2020. And the company is a Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, which is a public sector company and which is into manufacturing of electrical and industrial goods. So here revenue from operations, you can see here. So we have a revenue from operations for the two financial years, for the year ended 2019 and year ended 2020. So we consider these only. We ignore other income. So our net revenue from operations are our net sales. I'll show you the details of revenue from operations in a quite while. And these amounts are in rupees crores. Now coming to fixed assets. So here is a balance sheet. The fixed assets portion you will find in a balance sheet. So in a balance sheet you will find an item called as a property, plant and equipment. So this is a PPE, which is also called as a fixed assets. So here you have a 2 years fixed assets data. First year, that is a 2020 and a 2022. You can make an average and calculate, or we could do individually. Because if you take an average value, then you will not be able to calculate for 2019 because 2018 financial data is not available. So that is the reason why I prefer using each year's property, plant and equipment as a denominator instead of taking a average one. Now we'll see what are the income sources. So here you can see revenue from operations. So you can see that the sales, the company generated a sales. So sales income and income from external erection and other services. So these two are in the sense revenue from operations. So other revenue from operations also. So we consider all this, that is the total of revenue from operations, as a net sales. So here are your revenue from operations or net sales. We can call this as a net sales. On the other hand, the property, plant and equipment. So here is the property, plant and equipment. In case of a property, plant and equipment, we take the net block. Net block is the gross block minus accumulated depreciation. See here, you can see that the gross block less accumulated depreciation. So after accumulated depreciation is deducted, then you will get a net block, and you need to use net block in your equation as a denominator. So we'll see what are the various items of property, plant and equipment. The company has land, buildings, roads and bridges, drainages, plant and machinery, railway slidings, and you have locomotives, furniture, vehicles and other office equipment, electronic data processing, electrical installation, construction, all right, and fixed assets costing and right to use of assets. So here you have a total one, and among this, as I said, we consider only the net block. So our net block item is here. Now using profit and loss account and balance sheet of a Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, we will calculate fixed asset turnover ratio. And as I told you, I prefer using this equation, that is a net sales upon fixed assets. So for the financial years 2019 and 2020, we calculate for 2 years. So our revenue from operations, you can see here, revenue from operations for 2019 is 30,422.68 crore, whereas for 2020 there is 21,486.06 crore, and this upon your fixed assets, that is a property, plant and equipment. So from a balance sheet, you will get the property, plant and equipment. This is for the year 2019. This is 2,884 crore. Just I am rounding off. So 2,884 crore. And then for 2020, the 2,736. 2,736. So your fixed assets turnover ratio will be, we'll calculate a value here, 30,422.68 upon 2,884. So 10.55, let us say 10.55 times. So turnover ratios or efficiency ratios we measure in terms of a times. So 10.55 times, and for 2020 this is 21,486.06 upon 2,736, 7.85 times. Now what is this 10.55 times and 7.85 times indicate is the company is able to generate 10 times of revenue from its fixed assets. That means for every 1 rupee of investment in a fixed asset, the company generated 10 times of revenue from operations. But in a year, financial year 2020, the company was able to generate only 7.85 times, that is near about 8 times. So for every 1 rupee investment in a fixed assets, the company was able to generate only 8 rupees as a revenue from operations. Now why this decrease is, when I refer to the balance sheet of the company, it clearly indicated that there was a COVID-19 effect on its operations, because of which the turnover was very less. So if you look at here, the revenue from operations, there is a steep decrease in a revenue from operations. Here in this case, it was 30,422 crore, whereas in 2020, it was only 21,496 crore. There is a decrease in revenue from operations. So because of which your fixed asset turnover ratio also decreased. Right. Now we look at the another example. So this is an IT enabled company. Why I picked an alternative for IT enabled company is, in case of information technology companies, the investment on plant and property will be comparatively less when you compare it with the capital intense companies like a BHEL. So this is profit and loss account balance sheet of a company named as Mindtree. So it is an IT services company in India, and all the amounts are in rupees million, and here you have a data for 2 years, 2019 and 2020. As usual, we take a revenue from operations only. So here revenue from operations, then we consider from a balance sheet property, plant and equipment. So here are the property, plant and equipment. So 3,400 million and 3,757 million. And where this property, plant and equipment is, so you can see the property, plant and equipment is in the form of a land, in the form of a buildings, leasehold property, plant and machinery, office equipment, computers, electrical installations, furniture and fixtures, vehicles. So now we will calculate the ratio for the 2 years. So for 2019 and 2020. So your revenue from operations is 70,215 million, and here 77,643 million. Then 3,757 is a property, plant and equipment. 3,757 is a property, plant and equipment here. And in 2020, the property, plant and equipment is, you can see here, property, plant and equipment 3,400 million. Now using this, we'll calculate a fixed asset turnover ratio. So this equals to 70,215 upon 3757. So this is 19 times, you can say 18.68. It's a 19 times. Whereas for the 2020, this is 77,643 upon 3,400. 22.8, or let us say 23. This I'm rounding off, 23 times. So this clearly indicates that in case of a Mindtree IT consulting company, the fixed assets turnover ratio is phenomenally high. So in case of a BHEL, it is a 10 times, whereas for Mindtree, it is 19 times for the financial year 2019, and it was 23 times during the financial year 2020. And even if you see that there is an increase in revenue from operations in case of a Mindtree during the 2020, even as we all know, the pandemic has got a less impact on IT companies, and we also see that there is a surge in the operations of IT companies, and their revenues has been increased because most of the times companies started relying or preferring on IT services like cloud computing, or blockchain technologies, etc. There's a reason why IT companies witnessed high revenue from operations. So this is maybe the one reason for which, because of which there was a high fixed assets turnover ratio in case of a Mindtree. That is one. And second is, if you observe the denominator, that is the amount of money invested in a fixed assets, this is a very low. This is 3,757,000 millions here, and this is 3,400 million only. Whereas in case of a BHEL, they have around 3,000 crore rupees of investment in a fixed assets. The fixed asset ratio will tell you how effectively the company was able to utilize its fixed assets, that is a property, plant and equipment, to generate revenues. The higher the ratio, the better it is. Let us take us here 23 times mean the company was able to generate 23 times of revenue for every 1 rupee investment in property, plant and equipment. And as you observe these two companies, in case of a capital intense companies, or where large investment is required in property, plant and machinery, in such case your fixed asset turnover ratio will be low, whereas companies where the investment in a plant and equipment is minimal, in that case your fixed assets turnover ratio will be high. So this is how you need to calculate, analyze and interpret fixed asset turnover ratios. Thank you for listening to the lecture.